Well, I'll tell you what, it's just exciting for us to be out here and get going with our, we're calling it training camp. Some people call it fall camp or summer camp. Uh, we're lucky to be in this environment. I think it's just going to be outstanding for our football team. Uh, this campus is perfect for what we're trying to accomplish. The setting is great. The people here at Cal State University San Bernardino, especially Cliff Dockerman, have just been unbelievably accommodating to us. As you can see, we have a lot of field space. The fields are in good shape. The dorms are beautiful. The food has been great. It's just a first class facility for us to have a chance to come out and work at. So we're really appreciative of that. And I think the players, at least today and yesterday, are very excited about being here. They like the environment. They like the change. They like what we're out here to try to accomplish. And we'll see how that holds up in 6 or 7 days when we get the pads on. It gets a little bit more difficult. But for now, I think it's just been ideal, and we're really excited about it.
You're going to have 100-degree temperatures from Monday on. I mean, are you guys going to take any extra precautions? Or?
Yeah, I spent. I was in the NFL when Corey Stringer passed away, and so the NFL made a big push, as you would imagine, to educate staffs, coaching staffs, obviously medical staffs, on the dangers of practicing in this type of heat. And so our staff is very educated on that. You see we've got a cool down tent over here. We give them multiple water breaks, and you've got to learn to push through some heat, but you've got to do it in a smart way.
Coach, practice looked intense and spirited. How would you describe day one?
Well, I think it was a typical day one. It was good at times. It was sloppy at times. It'll certainly get better as we move along. A lot of the freshmen that haven't been with us have to adjust to our tempo, our pace, the way we do things, and we expect them to do that quickly, and they will. But I was excited about their enthusiasm. I was excited about the spirit they showed, and I think we're off to a good start. But once again, it's a start, and we've got a long ways to go.
Coach, can you break down how different your offense is from what was called the pistol?
I can't because I don't know. I don't know what the pistol is, so I'm incapable of making that comparison. I have no experience with it.
Coach, is it true that you made other players give up their cell phones?
No, I didn't make the players give up their cell phones. No,
Did
I
they
have.
voluntarily turn them in?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Some of them may have, but I don't think that that's a standard thing.
And cell phones do appear to be working today. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Beyond, just you talked about how your impression of the facilities and things like that. What do you see as advantages of getting away? I mean, what's the biggest thing you want to accomplish by having a camp away from campus?
Well, I think we come out here and it eliminates some of the distractions that we have at home. It gets us away together as a team. We're going to be able to spend a lot more time together, getting to know each other, going through some difficult times together, having some fun together. When you're back at home, some of the guys stay in their apartments, some of them stay in the dorms. They're in a familiar environment, and so they go to familiar places. And here, it's not familiar, it's unfamiliar. They're all staying in the dorms, all in close quarters. And so I think it's just a chance for us to start to really bond as a team.
Was it important to set a tone on day one that these are the standards, this is the level of intensity that's going to be required?
Well, they know what our standards are, and they know what our level of intensity is. And today was not anywhere close to where it will be. So every day it ought to amp up more and more as they learn, how they, not necessarily what the intensity we want, but they become more familiar with the plays that we run and the defenses that we call and the techniques that we're asking them to execute. And as they do those things, then we'll move faster and quicker through practice.
You gonna let them attempt the climbing wall up there?
I haven't seen the climbing wall yet. Is there? I haven't seen it. No, I think that we will probably stay off the climbing wall. There's enough danger right out on this grass. We don't need to be. We might hit those hills a little bit over there, but no climbing walls. So.
Any thoughts on Anthony Barr today?
He looked like he was healthy, which is a good sign because he hadn't been healthy for us in a practice situation since early in spring, and looked explosive like he always has, athletic like he always has. But I think you need to be careful about making or analyzing or making predictions about what a guy's going to be too early in camp. I think we have to let it play out a little bit.
Do you have any updates on some of your injured guys?
Sure. We held some guys out. Colby Seibert, who's a freshman, he is experiencing some back difficulties, so we held him out. He was on the side with our strength and conditioning coach. Luke Gain has his hernia is still bothering him, and he's actually about ready to practice. It's more just getting him in shape before we put him out on the field. You know, you have to make sure that those guys have gone through a progression. Ricky Marvray did a lot of stuff early in practice, and then we moved him over to the side when we got to a little bit more physical part of the practice. Ellis, you know, we held him out. His knee, he's progressing very, very well. Ryan Medina, his shoulder, he was in, like Ricky, he was in the parts of practice that were going to be non-contact. And even though we're in shorts, there's going to be at times some minimal contacts. We're keeping him out of that. Dylan Price, we kept him out. He's been having some low ab muscle issues. Chris Ward's back has bothered him, so we kept him out. Torian White, he was experiencing some chest pains, and so we want to get him checked out before we put him on the field. And then John Young, last week, unfortunately, tore his patella tendon, and he's going to be out for the year, the tight end. So that was obviously not in any of the work that we were doing. He was at home, and he was with his brother, and kind of a freak deal. So, and then today, during practice, Shaq Evans was hyperventilating a little bit, and so to be preventative here early in camp, we got him out of the heat. It was really early in practice. We don't think it was heat-related illness. Kenny Walker maybe either dislocated or fractured his pinky, so we took him to get x-rays, and then Eric Kendricks has some cramps. But, you know, all in all, our guys got through it pretty well today, and I was impressed with that, the way they handled the heat and the intensity.
With Torian, as you said, you're going to get him checked out. Is he going to go to the hospital, the doctor?
No, I mean, he's out here today, but we just need to run some tests before we clear him to get out in this environment.
UCLA run the tests, or would it be a medical situation where a doctor will run the tests?
Well, I'm sure it would be a UCLA doctor.
UCLA doctor.
There you
I mean,
go.
It's not like
yeah.
it's just, but that's going to be trainer. It's going to be
Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get him to he needs to run some tests with a medical professional, an MD, I don't know what type, and get him cleared. So I don't think it's anything serious, but we want to make sure that
EKG, anything like
I don't know the particulars. I'm sorry. I just know his heart's bothering him. He's had some heart pains. So.
What's Marvray's injury?
Well, he's been bothered by a back since really last season, I believe. Yeah. He had surgery this off season. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.